So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about black families?
Whoa! You're watching Chew the Fat. I am Smooth, and today we are going to talk about Michaela Montgomery, the viral sensation or next Trump puppet. We'll see what's going on. I'm sure a lot of you are interested in where this woman spawned from. So we're going to take a look at it and how she was first introduced to the world and her first viral clip. We'll jump into that video right now. Without further ado, let's get it.
Take this viral moment from Trump's visit to an Atlanta Chick-fil-A this week.
So I don't care what the media tells you, Mr. Trump. We support you.
We love you.
Okay, 4 p.m. We've been 4 p.m.
Come here,
for a
let
while.
me give you a hug.
Please do.
Joining me now is the woman from that interaction, Michaela Montgomery, founder of Conserve the Culture. Michaela,
Yes.
Why did you want your photo taken with Donald Trump that day?
Well, above all else, he was our president, the leader of the free world.
Sure.
So I don't know who, as a person who respects high offices, wouldn't take the opportunity to take a picture with the president. So, of course, I'm going to want my picture, but I supported Donald Trump last election. And I definitely feel like I'll probably be supporting him again this election. So with that being said, yes, I want my picture with the president.
So, Michaela, you are part of an organization called Conserve Culture. I don't know what that is exactly. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit.
Conserve the culture.
Conserve
Yes.
the culture, okay? I don't know if that means you're conservative or not. I'm curious what your circle of family and social circles, where are they at with Donald Trump, especially compared to where they were in the last election?
Well, I come from a generationally Democratic family, so my parents are actually not Trump supporters, but they don't not support me because I support him.
Okay, you get it. So this is where she was discovered initially, and now we're going to get into her actual video that she's even more famous for right now and has been described as her dragging Kamala for filth. And I caution you, this is an absolute cringe-worthy video. It literally gave me the heebie-jeebies. So whenever we realize there is cringe, we'll see our friend from Mortal Kombat here to assist us. Toasty! So anytime you see this guy, you know that was cringe. So we're going to get right into the video without further ado. Let's see what's up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage founder of Conserve the Culture, Michaela Montgomery.
Just watch how she came out to that country music, man. And one thing that I'll tell you just really turned me off is just how much of the boastfulness and self-promotion. And when I say she has no shame, I mean no shame whatsoever. And we'll find out what I mean in just a moment. Look at her with the sachet.
I'm so happy you all came out to see me. So, my name is Michaela Montgomery. A lot of you guys know me as the girl from Chick-fil-A, but I am so much more than that. Not only do I serve as the CEO of Conserve the Culture, I am also the state director for Blexit down here in Georgia. I'm a Fulton County coordinator for America First Works, and I'm also launching a podcast on the Patriots Prayer Network, so put some respect on my name.
Holy smokes.
Now, why don't we jump right into it? See, as a young single mother, I can tell y'all that rent is too damn high. I can tell you that as a young black voter, groceries are too damn high.
Right. So here's one thing that I want to bring to your attention, right? I understand, and some of her points right away are valid. We're not going to take that away from her. But what I'm saying is sometimes the messenger counts, right? And just her demeanor, her raspy voice, just certain things, her just braggadocious nature, it will turn some people off, right? And conservatives normally talk about family values. Why are you bringing up Amber Rose and then now her, who is talking about being a single mother? And there's nothing wrong with single mothers, but when you are promoting family values, why is this the only black women that you put to the forefront? What are we doing?
And as an American citizen, period, seniors like my parents should never have to choose between medicine or food. It should never be the quality of life versus the quantity of life. And I don't want to hear, oh, but we capped the price of insulin and lowered the price of all these medicines. Yeah, but you raised the price of everything else, so it's about time to start telling the truth to Americans and let them know exactly what they're signing up for if they want to vote for Kamala Harris. Perfect. We need to vote based on facts and not feelings. See, under Harris and Biden, the average Georgia household is losing $1,060 per month, and inflation is at 21.4%. And due
Fact checkers, please get on this. Any type of numbers and data, if you find any fault in this, because there's so many different numbers, you look up a different site and you'll find a different result, which is insane to me. I don't understand why people are allowed to just throw numbers out there that aren't accurate. I'm not saying these are accurate or are not accurate, but I would love to know. Any fact checkers out here, please, down below, let me know what you think.
to the war on energy, average gas prices have reached record highs for the state. We also did a poll, and 80% of us black Americans are not happy with the current state of the economy, so I'm going to need 80% of y'all to vote accordingly in November. They love me, they really love me. The left wants you to get in your feelings about things that have been said, but I want you guys to pay attention to what has been done. They don't want to talk policy. They just want to use propaganda to steal your vote. The left is trying to tout this woman as a savior for the black community, but all she's done is hurt the black community since she came into the game. See, the first step in destroying the black community is to dismantle the black family. So aside from her record as a prosecutor, why don't we ask Mrs. Willie Brown if Kamala Harris cares about black families?
Whoa! Whoa! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! That is insane. Ask Mrs. Willie Brown. Now, this is pretty irrelevant and really a low blow, and I'd even venture to say distasteful, but we'll just get into it for a second. Willie Brown is the person who was married at the time, right? Mayor, whatever. He was married at the time, and he was apparently legally separated while Kamala Harris was dating him. This is what the story is. I don't know the validity of it. Fact checkers, let me know down below, but this is what people are talking about. Judge Joe Brown and a whole bunch of other people are getting on her about that. I don't think it's relative to politics, but if you're talking about conservative values, maybe so, if that's what your concern is. Me, I'm more so concerned with policy, but damn, that was pretty wicked.
I wonder if Mrs. Willie Brown, a black woman, is also with her. A few days ago, President Trump said he didn't know Vice President Harris was a black woman. I'm trying to figure out what all the outrage is about, because she's only black when it's time to get elected.
Sheesh.
Did I lie? The same black people who are mad at Trump for being confused about her race, ethnicity, nationality, whatever, are seemingly forgetting that while you're touting her as a savior for black people, she identifies as an Asian woman.
Sheesh. Yeah, this is tough. She's going in. I can see why they were saying that she dragged her for filth. This is really wild. I did not expect her to go this hard and nasty. And it would look pretty bad if you had maybe a white man up here saying the same thing, but you can gladly grab yourself a black woman for a mouthpiece and have at it. So what I want you guys to consider is, who are they speaking to, right? Are men going to be moved by this? Not so much. They're definitely going for women, particularly black women, which Joe Biden had a stranglehold on. Like, there was no demographic that voted as consistent as black women. And right now they're hoping it's up for grabs. Do I think that this is the particular woman who should speak to black women and they get their vote? I don't know. You let me know down in the comments what you think.
She chose her side and it wasn't ours. When asked if she would ever do anything specifically for black people, she said no. Whereas Trump gave us the Platinum Plan, which specifically uplifted the black community by increasing capital by almost $500 billion, creating 500,000 new black businesses, and would give black churches the ability to fight for federal resources for their communities. And why are we acting like strong borders aren't a thing literally everywhere else in the world? Since when has being patriotic been a crime? See, a few weeks ago at the debate, Trump mentioned black jobs. And a lot of people got in an uproar as if they didn't know what he meant. Well, we go to the polls and cast our black vote. We go to the stores and spend our black dollar. We live in our black community, but for whatever reason, we draw the line at a black job. Oh, but wait, because if you're wondering...
Some of these reactions are bizarre. Like, there's dead silence sometimes, and then people try to clap. They don't even know what to say. I would imagine a lot of these people are flabbergasted. This was absolutely unexpected, and I'm anxious to see how people are going to receive this. Note that there's quite a bit of black people in that shot. I guess this is Atlanta, so that might be the case, but yeah, a lot of black people at this Trump rally.
Wondering what a black job is? Please, I encourage you all to drive through Atlanta at all these beautiful black-owned businesses and check and see who works there. Probably a black person working for a black entrepreneur, recycling the black dollar, creating black generational wealth. If they come here illegally and they're taking your jobs and your resources, then please believe my cousins in the Appalachians, they coming for you too. And y'all know Kamala Harris has yet to say Laken Riley's name. As border czar, she opened the border to millions of illegal immigrants that have flooded American streets with deadly drugs and gangs that have spiked overdoses by over 124% and brought more crime into minority communities. So how...
Fact checkers, please get on this one. Those numbers sound radical. I couldn't find the information that substantiated that comment, but please do let me know.
How's that for black folks? But let's take race out of it. Just as a woman, period. How can you be a champion for women's rights when you're taking away opportunities from biological women and giving them to transgendered ones? I'll wait, y'all, because I wasn't done. See, how can you promote equity for women and you're allowing men to play in women's sports?
This is a valid point. Me, myself, I have a daughter who so happens to play sports, and it's terrifying to know that at some point she could compete with a man. Fortunately, it's not any combat sport like boxing or wrestling, but still, just knowing that an opportunity can be taken away from her. How do you feel about what Democrats are pushing with that particular issue, and why do you think they're even doing that? Like, for them to be invading the safe spaces of women is a tough pill to swallow, and I really wish I knew why they felt the need to do that. Let me know in the comments.
And what kind of feminist would still allow men to enter their sacred spaces, i.e. our bathrooms and school locker rooms? Do I even need to mention the opening ceremony at the Olympics?
The opening ceremony of the Olympics was an atrocity. Let me know if you agree.
Or the fact that Angela Carini was forced to fight a man and told us that she's never been punched so hard in her life.
Yeah, she tested positive for a Y chromosome, which would lead me to believe that that is a man. There could have been some sort of a genetic deformity. We don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know, and it's going to be nearly impossible with the HIPAA laws and everything. But if you do have any information on that, let me know what's going on, because that was a scary thing. And I saw that, and she didn't even go hard. She just hit it with a couple of jabs, and it was a wrap. She could not even take it. She said she never get hit that hard in her life.
Cannot allow dangerous liberals who think things like this are okay into the White House, because my daughter will not be fighting a man at her wrestling match. And what I think both men and women can agree on is that national security is important. So who would y'all rather see lead us into war if it were so to happen? My silk-pressed sister Kamala, or the big dog Donald Trump?
She called it a silk-pressed sister. Oh, man. And big dog Donald Trump. Man.
And lastly, I cannot get up here without mentioning my farmers, the backbone of this country. And aside from the Biden-Harris administration hurting you guys in ways we can't even comprehend by the rising cost of everything, black farmers suffered even more due to the delays associated with the Inflation Reduction Act signed in 2022. Now, don't let the Biden-Harris administration fool you, because they waited until the 9th hour to sign off on disbursements.
I thought it was the 11th hour, but we're going to keep it going.
As a last-minute attempt to garner support. But why would they hurt the agricultural industry? Probably because they're looking forward to making more money in the pharmaceutical one. And speaking of pharmaceuticals, because I promise I'm going to wrap this up, when they bring up abortion and they talk about protecting your medical freedoms, don't be afraid to mention COVID. The Biden-Harris administration forced Americans to take an experimental vaccine and took away their jobs, their livelihoods, and their freedoms if they refuse.
Okay, most valid point of the day. A lot of people talk about medical rights. Yes, that's what you're fighting for. But, you know, there was a mandate. And if you did not comply with this mandate, you could literally lose your livelihood. That doesn't sound like freedom of choice to me. Valid points. I can't take that away from her. Her delivery is harsh, but as far as what she's saying, she's making a lot of valid points. Let's keep it going.
Trump gave us a choice and Biden gave us a mandate. Hey, y'all, because I'm about to kill him with this one. So the next time the left wants to tell you that, hey, abortion is a right and you need to protect your medical freedoms, remember that they took those freedoms away from men and women the second they got in office, and there's nothing stopping them from doing it again. Clock it. So lastly, again, I'm going to encourage you all to vote based on the facts and not feelings. Oh, he made me feel so bad when he said that. Okay, but they hurt your families when they sent all your tax dollars overseas. Oh, it hurts my feelings when he acts like that. Okay, but it hurts all of us when you see an administration failing their country that they were elected to represent. In which case, I'm going to leave y'all with, hey, mama, daddy, I made it. And my baby girl Amaya is somewhere in here, so we can all say, hey, Amaya, in unison, because she's the real superstar, y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and let y'all get riled up and ready for Big T himself. Thank you guys for having me. I look forward.
Did she call him? Did she call him Big T? What we doing, man?
to seeing you all.
Hey, Michaela, I know you spoke. Just come up for a second. Come on. This young woman, I walked into, I don't know what the hell restaurant it was, but I walked into this restaurant.
It was Chick-fil-A.
And we do it very quietly. We don't announce it. That's for, security reasons, everything.
I don't think he even remembers it to keep it G.
I walked in. She's behind the counter, and she didn't know I was coming. And she goes, "It's President Trump." She looks at me. "It's President Trump. You saved my college." And I said, "How the hell do you know that?" She said, "You are..."
All right, we're going to stop it right there, because I just want y'all to think about that for a second. Why did he say, "How in the world did you know?" Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Does he think that she's supposed to be inherently ignorant, uninformed, or ill-informed? Why did he think to say, "How in the world did you know that I saved your college?" Most of the bills that they sign and the actions that they take are public knowledge. So he just expected her to not be educated. That's pretty wild.
So this one is so smart, so sharp. She grabbed me. She gave me a kiss. I said, "I think I'm never going back home to the First Lady."
Hey, bro, listen. Y'all gotta chill. You see her with the shush mark? Yeah, listen, y'all have to chill. What are y'all doing? You're doing too much at this point.
You were supposed to keep that quiet.
See now, for the average politician...
Whoa. You're supposed to... Listen, man. I'm going to leave that alone.
That's death. For me, I don't care. I just want to tell you, you are an unbelievable person with a great personality. You lit up the whole room. I said, weeks later, I'd go, "Who is that person that was so incredible?" She knew everything about me. She had no idea I was coming. She knew everything about me. And, the historically black colleges and universities, I gave millions and millions, billions of dollars to. They kept coming back, and I said, "Why are you doing this?"
He said they kept coming back as if they were just begging. What are we doing, man?
Gave them long-term funding, and she knew that because she said her college, she loved her college. She said it was so great, right? You loved it.
The illustrious CAU.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, gang signs. Perfect. Yeah, throw up gang signs when you talk about your college. Go ahead.
right. She loved her college, and she said, "You saved my college." What was your college? Tell them.
The illustrious Clark Atlanta University.
Trump didn't remember.
And it was so impressive.
She
and
really
I felt
banging
so
for that
good
university.
Because she really did. She really said, I said, "Did you like the college?" She said, "No, I loved that school. I loved that college. And that's what it's all about. But you are an incredible person. I think you have a tremendous future. I really do. And I'll do whatever I can to help you. Okay? Thank you, Dad. Thank you very much. Sweetheart. Great job. You want to say something else?
Man, I thought I
here
was
we go.
done.
I was hoping.
But I do want to add on to some of the remarks that were made by others, and we do need to do our best to get the message out there. The fight is nothing if all we do is talk about it amongst ourselves. So with that being said, since you said you'd help me, shameless plug. If y'all need anybody to knock doors, make phone calls, wave signs, get people out to the polls, call me at Conserve the Culture. Because not only do I mobilize the HBCU students so that they may get this message, but I'm the best person when it comes to black engagement in the black community. And nobody needs this message more than my folks. So do y'all care for real? Are y'all with us for real? ConserveTheCulture.com for any and all inquiries. Y'all can follow me at Miss Kayla, baby. I'm going to give it back to Big T.
Everything. Big T. Go ahead, Big T.
Last thing, make sure you guys tune in to my podcast dropping soon on the Patriots Prayer Network. Thank you all.
Listen, man. Holy smokes. Man, oh man. Oh man, that was just awful. Man, like she has no shame. She even called it was a shameless plug, but she just OD'd. She went all the way in. That was just absurd. I can't believe that she took it that far with the self-promotion. Insane. She She wasn't going to let that moment go to waste, and I understand it, but man, yikes. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are about this matter. Again, I feel like the messenger, that was just a little bit too much for me. Absolutely cringe overload. Let me know if you agree. Maybe I'm just going too hard on the matter. Did I utilize the cringe button a little too much or not enough? You let me know what your thoughts are down below. Also, I'm curious to see if you think that she was the right person to deliver this message, and who do you think this message was specifically for? Because there obviously was some agenda, but who do you think that they wanted her to speak to? And do you think it will prove to be effective? We appreciate you jumping in. Hopefully you find this video very valuable, and if you do, we would certainly appreciate that you share it with someone who may also find value in the video. I will answer as many of the comments down below, particularly the early commenters. And don't forget to drop that thumbs up on your way out. We appreciate you. And as always, stay hungry, my friends. Never thirsty.
To my man's line, you know that ain't my style. That ain't how I get down. That ain't how I get down.